What's up? This video is I agreed to do this thing with Darkling, aka Darkling1234, where basically you tag an individual. First you tell 5 facts about yourself, then you tag somebody else, and then they tell you 5 facts about themselves. You know, whatever. All right. So that's what it is. So I give you 5 facts, and then I will select some people. I don't know who. So fucking A. So 5 facts. My right index finger was ripped off in a door jam when I was in, or not the right index finger, but the tip of the right index finger was ripped off in a door jam when I was in 5th grade. And because of that, not only do I have one of the most unique fingerprints in the world, but the nerves are all fucked up, and like sometimes my finger hurts for no reason, and sometimes when you touch it there, I feel it over there, and because of that, my handwriting is absolutely awful, fucking terrible. Whenever I don't really notice it when I'm writing, but like if you're ever writing on a sign-in sheet or something, I look like a fucking retard. My handwriting is terrible. It looks like a fucking retarded 1st grader is writing. My handwriting is terrible, and I don't hold objects. I don't use my right index finger to hold objects. It's fucking weird. I don't do it ever, and I don't really notice that that's weird until I see other people handling objects. So that's 1. 2. I really like Star Wars. All right, Star Wars is the greatest thing ever, story-wise. If you think otherwise, you can fuck off. Lord of the Rings comes in a close second for complexity, but it doesn't have the limitless possibilities of Star Wars. But I hate George Lucas, which you'd think would that doesn't make any sense. But I'm beginning to think that George Lucas didn't come up with Star Wars, because the more and more I see George Lucas, and when I watch the documentaries on the making of the new movies, George Lucas is a fucking idiot. He's a fucking tool. I don't think he could have done it. I think that he was probably in a bar with one of his buddies, and his buddy's like, "Hey man, I wrote this screenplay. I got this cool story about in a different galaxy, like these dudes with swords and they got like superpowers and all this shit." And George Lucas read it like, "Yeah, that's good shit." Boom, and killed him, and then stole the screenplay. Because I just don't think he did it. And it's obvious that he had fucking help when he made the first 3 movies, because they're good, and we know that other people wrote the scripts. And you can tell that he wouldn't allow anyone in on the editing process of the writing for the new movies, which is how we came up with such great and gripping lines like, "I wish I could wish away my feelings." Great fucking job, George. How much did you pay to make that movie, and you couldn't have sat down for 20 minutes and had somebody look over your script and say, maybe you should change this to something that doesn't sound retarded, George? Something that doesn't sound retarded. All right, and watch, if you have any of the newer movies on DVDs. Look at your bonus, your bonus features. Look through the documentaries on the making of movies, and you'll see this cocksucker sitting there telling these people, "Oh well, Yoda's ears need to be slightly more translucent." George, let's worry about the actual story you're telling, and less about the translucentness, is that a word, of Yoda's ears. There's more important things to focus on. Fucking awful. Terrible. Just fucking terrible. And he fucks everything up. Because all of a sudden, stormtroopers are clones. They were never clones before. They were never clones before. All of a sudden, stormtroopers are clones. What the fuck? Stormtroopers are not clones, George. They're not clones. They can't be not clones for 30 years and then all of a sudden be clones. Alright? Fuck you. Okay? Fuck you, George. Stormtroopers are not clones. Okay? Fuck off. And all of a sudden, the fucking Death Star is originally Grand Moff Tarkin, the angry-looking British accented dude that tortured Princess Leia in A New Hope. He created the Death Star in order to secretly, you know, in a plan to try to overthrow the Emperor. But all of a sudden, the insect people on Geonosis or some stupid shit built the Death Star. It doesn't make any fucking sense in the narration of the story that was there before. Fuck you, George. Fuck you. I sincerely hope that when he dies, may it be soon, that he leaves the choices on what becomes canon and what doesn't to someone who isn't a fucking idiot. Fuck you, George. Fuck you. And he does such subtle things as, let's make the Republic fighters look sort of like X-Wings. Ooh! Fuck you, George! Fuck you! Fuck you, because you approved the storyline on how the X-Wings are created fucking 20 years ago for the book series. You know what they were. You have the fucking notes, you piece of shit. Fuck you, George. Wow, that went on way too long. So, yeah, I like Star Wars. Was that 2 question responses? I don't know. What else? My biggest pet peeve is when people think they're smarter than me when they're not. And I get this every once in a while on YouTube, which pisses me off because I'm not trying on YouTube. I'm not trying because I don't have to. I could sit here and speak in a very calm, collected way, you know, not swear and all that stuff, but I don't want to because then people wouldn't want to watch my fucking videos. I am smarter than you, probably. Think about that. I have the IQ scores to prove it, and I didn't take my fucking IQ test over the internet. Fuck you. Everyone on the internet's a fucking genius. It's amazing. That's the way it is. Another fact. I'm a very bad musician. I'm a fucking terrible musician. Mostly because I lack the ability to practice things. I've never been good at that. Practicing something is difficult for me. That's why I never learned to type. Yeah, so I'm not a very good musician. Anything else? There's gotta be something. Oh, I know that Led Zeppelin stole most of their songs and then lied about it, but I don't care. Don't tell that shit to me. I'm going to pretend that didn't happen. Led Zeppelin is better than you. Let's not talk about it, alright? Fuck you. Because I have, I guess, I don't know how many I answered. I'll give you one more. Another pet peeve is when, this usually is young girls that do this, like 17 years old, pretend to know a lot of shit about marijuana. You know, I had the most bomb shit the other day. No, you didn't. Fuck you. You live in Bloomfield Hills or Canton. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're paying 3 times as much as what I'm paying for something that's 5 times worse. Fuck you. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Stealing money from daddy's wallet to go buy shitty pot from a white person who thinks he's black. Fuck you. You don't know shit. Anyway, the tagees will be on the side of the video. I'll come up with them before I post this. So I need 5 more seconds of content. Good.